Okay, here's another piecewise function graph. This one only has 3 pieces, and we're going to try and identify the graph or the analytical function for this piecewise. So this is the graph of g of x. So we're going to identify g of x. There are 3 pieces, and therefore we're going to put one piece here, one piece here, and one piece here. So let's start by looking at our transition values. It looks like one piece stops here at -3, and the other piece starts up at -3. This piece stops at x equals 2, and the next piece begins at x equals 2. And therefore, our two transition values are going to be -3 and 2. Okay, and it looks like this one goes to -infinity. Let's go ahead and put some arrowheads on here. This one goes from -infinity up to -3, but it has an open circle, so it's going to be x is less than -3. This one right here has 2 closed circles, so it's going to say or equal to on both sides. So this one is going to be -3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. So this piece right here is going to have the domain x is between -3 and 2, and it's going to be or equal to. This piece right here starts at +2, x equals 2, has an open circle, so it's going to be all x values that are greater than 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write those in over here. For our first piece, it's going to be x is less than -3. For our second piece, it's going to be x between -3 and 2. And for our last piece, it's going to be all x values that are greater than 2. So those are our domains. I know we did it differently in the other example, but that's okay. You don't have to do it the same way every time. Okay. Now we just need to identify what are these equations. Well, the middle one is actually really easy to do. The middle one is a constant function, and looks like it's at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this is y equals -5. And so the middle function is just -5. That's it. The output value is just -5 no matter what the x input is. Okay, well, that was easy. Now let's do these 2 lines right here. Let's see, this line, let's try and find out what the slope here is. Look, it's crossing through this intersection here, and if we follow along, it hits another one right here. Okay, and so it looks like we're going down 2, that's -2, and we're going over 1, +1. So that means the slope of this is going to be 2 over 1, -2, -2 over 1, which is -2. Okay, so this has a slope of -2. And if we start here and continue that slope, if we go down 2 and over 1, we're here. Down 2 and over 1, we're here. Down 2 and over 1, we're here. And so look, if we were to continue this line, it would intersect right here, the y-intercept. And so that's -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, and actually let's write it down here, -4. And so the equation of this line is -2x minus 4. And so this first piece is -2x minus 4. Okay, all right, now let's just do the other one. Let's erase all this stuff that's in the way. There we go. Okay, good. All right, so now we have just this line right here, this one. Okay, let's see what the slope is. Well, if we start here, it looks like it actually goes through every single one of the intersections. So it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So that means it has a slope of 1 over 1, which is 1. So it has a slope of 1. So that's going to be 1x, which is just x. Okay, now we just got to find the y-intercept. Okay, so it looks like it's going to keep going down through these points right here, and it's going to go through this point right here, and there's our y-intercept, which looks like -6. So this is the graph of x minus 6. Okay, so over here we're going to put x minus 6, and we are done. And so this is the piecewise function g of x.